Hi, this is Aaron with Zollotech. Today I'm going to show you the removal of the ZAGG from my MacBook. Now the ZAGG's been really good, and unfortunately I need to remove it for use of another product to show you. That was a review sent to me, but I need to remove this first in order to show you or apply it. So thought I would give you a look at that and see how it works. Now the corners on this, I don't know if you remember, if you've seen the other video, but you can see the corners. Let me pick this up and bring it closer. This corner actually has lifted a little bit and gotten lint and gunk under there from whatever's come in contact with it, and that's happened on each corner. Now the bottom is actually in pretty good shape. It's just the top that's having that issue, and I've actually taken the sides off because they started to have that issue before. So it's not that it's a bad product, it's just that if you have anywhere that lifts, it's going to get some stuff under it. So I thought I would show you the removal and show you, answer your questions as how sticky it is. So here I'm removing this. You can see it's pulling slowly, and it has left my MacBook in perfect condition. That I can't complain about. Some people have said it looks a little ridiculous with the shiny gloss on it. Some people like it, but it's time to come off. It was good while it lasted, but testing products, I need to remove it. So we just peel it like this. Now unfortunately it's not reusable. You are stretching it as we pull this here. And you can see how tough this stuff is. It's really very, very strong. So I'm just pulling this away. And this stuck on pretty well. There's no residue here though. This isn't sticky at all. I mean, we'll see the whole thing if it comes off like that. If you saw the Best Skins Ever removal on the iPhone, it did leave a little bit of residue, but nothing that wasn't taken off by a little bit of like that eye clear thing I have, or you could use a little Windex or even a little bit of water and wipe it right off. Put it on a little bit of, or dampen a cloth and wipe the adhesive off. So I'm going to just do this and just bring this up slowly as we come across here. This is pretty strong stuff, but you can see the surface is perfect, has no problems on it. Now I will say I do like the look of it better without it. I think it looks a little nicer without it. You've got that nice brushed aluminum look, or polished aluminum look almost. And sorry for the camera shake there. I am having to use a little bit of force to pull this off. And I don't think you're going to have any problems if you had it left on. There we go. And you can see this, like I said, this is on here pretty good, and it's very durable stuff. You can actually see the aluminum flex as I'm doing this. And so you want to be careful not to use too much force at once. I don't think you'll harm the aluminum, but this part I'm a little bit concerned about, the little Apple logo here. Pull it around the corners here. So you really need to take your time. Spend about 4 minutes removing this, and I wouldn't just suggest pull as hard as you can, because if you do that, I mean, this stuff is on here pretty tight, and it does come off, but it is adhered so well that you're going to have a bit of an issue if you just yank the thing, I think. I'll bring this over so you can see. I'm trying to bring it over to the corners. I want to put as little force on this as possible, and the reason is that is the only separated portion from the MacBook. This is one solid piece of aluminum, but that piece, not that it pops this way, it's actually fastened from the back side, but I don't want to damage it. This is pretty sticky, but it's not leaving any residue here at all, and it's not leaving any residue on my hands at all. So I have to say, I'm really impressed with the product. It is a bit of a pain in the neck to apply. but once it's on, you've got protection for some time. You can see if you can see how hard I'm pulling on that. Just about done here. And there we have it. The ZAGG's removed. Let me see, I don't feel any residue. Nothing at all. And this is what's left. No damage to the screen. Nice and how I left it before I put it on. Nice and clean. There are a couple other parts on the back here. There is a portion that goes across here, and the corners and such that we'll just pull off here. This just pulls right off, this one. Now I will say that if you do apply the ZAGG to this portion right here, you're going to notice a heat difference. When I had those Marware pads on here as well, this just got really hot, and the heat, you know, as heat rises, it actually comes up through the keyboard, through all these little holes here as well. And if you have that on here, it does stay significantly warmer. That's my experience. I'd love to hear, you know, how yours might have varied. But I do have the ZAGG on the bottom still. I'll leave that on here for a moment. But you get the idea of taking it off. I think it looks better without it on. It just gives a nicer experience as far as visual impact. But that's pretty much it. I know it's kind of a long video just to show you a removal, but it is pretty difficult to get this stuff off of here. You can see it's stuck. It sticks on pretty easily. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions though, please feel free to ask. I've used this since that video. I've had the ZAGG on here, so if you have any questions or anything, please feel free to ask, and I'll try to answer them the best I can. This is Aaron with Zollotech. I'll see you next time.